Question 1. A banking organization needs to securely connect its on-premises data center with AWS. The connection must be private, highly available, and support large data transfers. Low latency is critical for real-time transactions. The solution should scale with growing workloads. Which solution is best? Options: A. AWS Direct Connect with VPN backup. B. AWS Site-to-Site VPN only. C. Amazon VPC peering. D. AWS Global Accelerator. Correct answer: A. AWS Direct Connect with VPN backup. Explanation: AWS Direct Connect provides a dedicated private connection with low latency. Adding a VPN backup ensures high availability in case of failure. Direct Connect supports large-scale data transfer. Why not other options? Option B. Site-to-site VPN alone is slower and relies on the public internet. Option C. VPC peering is for connecting AWS VPCs, not on-prem to AWS. Option D. Global Accelerator improves global app performance but does not create private connectivity. Question 2. A biotech company is running high-performance computing (HPC) simulations on AWS. The workload requires shared file storage with high throughput. Low latency access is needed across multiple EC2 instances. Data must be encrypted and persistent. Which storage service is best? Options: A. Amazon FSx for Lustre. B. Amazon EFS. C. Amazon S3 with transfer acceleration. D. Amazon RDS for PostgreSQL. Correct answer: A. Amazon FSx for Lustre. Explanation: FSx for Lustre is designed for HPC workloads, offering high throughput and low latency access. Integrates with S3 for long-term storage. Supports multiple EC2 instances accessing the file system simultaneously. Why not other options? Option B. EFS is scalable but not optimized for HPC workloads. Option C. S3 is object storage, not a file system for compute-heavy workloads. Option D. RDS is a relational database, not suitable for file-based HPC workloads. Correct answer: A. Amazon API Gateway with AWS WAF and Route 53. Explanation: API Gateway provides built-in authentication, throttling, and security. AWS WAF protects against web threats like SQL injection and DDoS. Route 53 directs users to the nearest region for low latency. Why not other options? Option B. CloudFront optimizes content delivery, but ALB does not provide API security features. Option C. Global Accelerator improves routing but does not secure APIs. Option D. Managing EC2-based load balancing manually adds complexity. Question 3. A healthcare company is deploying an API-based application across multiple AWS regions. The API must be secured with authentication and rate limiting. It should route traffic to the nearest AWS region. Minimize latency for global users. Which AWS service is best? Options: A. Amazon API Gateway with AWS WAF and Route 53. B. Amazon CloudFront with an Application Load Balancer, ALB. C. AWS Global Accelerator with an EC2-based API server. D. Amazon EC2 instances with a custom API load balancer. Question 4. A telecom company needs to process large volumes of call data records, CDRs, nightly. Processing jobs run in batches and take several hours. Cost should be minimized. No real-time processing is required. Which compute strategy is best? Options: A. Amazon EC2 spot instances with AWS batch. B. Amazon Lambda with step functions. C. Amazon RDS with RED replicas for batch jobs. D. Amazon Elastic Beanstalk with EC2 autoscaling. Correct answer: A. Amazon EC2 spot instances with AWS batch. Explanation: AWS batch automatically provisions compute for batch jobs. Spot instances reduce costs by up to 90%. No need to maintain an always-on infrastructure. Why not other options? Option B, Lambda is serverless but not suited for long-running batch jobs. Option C, RDS is for structured databases, not compute-intensive batch jobs. Option D, Elastic Beanstalk is for web apps, not batch processing. Question 5. A video streaming service is experiencing sudden spikes in traffic. The system should scale automatically based on CPU load. Traffic patterns are unpredictable. Users should experience minimal buffering. Which solution is best? Options: A. Amazon EC2 auto-scaling with a network load balancer, NLB. B. Amazon Lambda with API gateway. C. Amazon S3 with transfer acceleration. D. Amazon CloudFront with an application load balancer, ALB. Correct answer: D. Amazon CloudFront with an application load balancer, ALB. Explanation. CloudFront caches video content, reducing load on servers. ALB distributes traffic dynamically across multiple EC2 instances. Ensures a smooth streaming experience even with traffic spikes. Why not other options? Option A, NLB is for low-latency TCP/UDP traffic, not video streaming. Option B, Lambda is not ideal for long-duration streaming. Option C, S3 stores videos but does not provide real-time scalability. Question 6. A legal firm needs to store case files in Amazon S3 with the following requirements. Files must be immutable, cannot be modified or deleted. Regulatory compliance requires versioning. Data should be encrypted at rest. Which feature should be enabled? Options: A. S3 object lock with governance mode. B. S3 cross-region replication. C. AWS backup for S3. D. S3 standard IA storage class. Correct answer: A. S3 object lock with governance mode. Explanation. S3 object lock prevents data from being deleted or changed. Governance mode allows only authorized users to delete objects. Meets legal and compliance requirements. Why not other options? Option B, cross-region replication ensures backup but does not prevent deletion. Option C, AWS backup is useful but does not enforce immutability. Option D, S3 standard IA is a storage class, not a security feature. Question 7. A large e-commerce company is deploying a multi-tier web application on AWS. The application has a web tier, an application tier, and a database tier. It must be highly available, fault-tolerant, and scalable. Traffic is unpredictable, especially during sales events. Which architecture is best? Options: A. Amazon Route 53 plus ALB plus autoscaling plus RDS multi-AZ. B. Amazon EC2 with Elastic IP plus single RDS instance. C. AWS Global Accelerator plus S3 plus DynamoDB. D. Single EC2 instance with local database storage. Correct answer: A. Amazon Route 53 plus ALB plus autoscaling plus RDS multi-AZ. Explanation. Route 53 provides DNS-based traffic distribution. ALB distributes traffic to multiple web servers. Autoscaling ensures dynamic scaling of instances. RDS multi-AZ ensures high availability for databases. Why not other options? Option B, single EC2 instance creates a single point of failure. Option C, S3 and DynamoDB are useful but do not support a classic multi-tier architecture. Option D, a single EC2 instance is not fault-tolerant. Question 8. A financial company is deploying a serverless API that handles sensitive transactions. The API is built using AWS Lambda and API Gateway. It must protect against SQL injection and DDoS attacks. Only authorized users should be able to access the API. Which security measures should be used? Options: A. AWS WAF, IAM authorization, and API Gateway throttling. B. CloudTrail, Route 53, and DynamoDB encryption. C. EC2 security groups, S3 block public access, and VPC peering. D. Amazon Guard Duty, AWS Config, and Lambda VPC Access. Correct answer, A. AWS WAF, IAM Authorization, and API Gateway Throttling. Explanation. AWS WAF protects against SQL injection and XSS. IAM authorization ensures only authenticated users can access the API. API Gateway Throttling prevents abuse and DDoS attacks. Why not other options? Option B. CloudTrail logs activity but does not prevent threats. Option C. Security groups do not apply to API Gateway. Option D. Guard Duty detects threats but does not actively block attacks. Question 9. A SaaS company needs to store application logs for 1 year for compliance reasons. Logs must be searchable and accessible when needed. Cost should be minimized. Logs are not frequently accessed. Which AWS service should be used? Options: A. Amazon CloudWatch logs with S3 Glacier. B. AWS Lambda with Amazon Aurora. C. Amazon EFS with Lifecycle Policies. D. Amazon DynamoDB with Global Tables. Correct answer, A. Amazon CloudWatch logs with S3 Glacier. Explanation. CloudWatch Log stores logs and integrates with AWS services. S3 Glacier provides low-cost, long-term storage. Glacier retrieval can be configured based on urgency. Why not other options? Option B. Aurora is a database, not designed for log storage. Option C. EFS is costlier for long-term storage. Option D. DynamoDB is a NoSQL database, not ideal for logs. Question 10. A media company stores petabytes of high-resolution videos on S3. Videos are frequently accessed for the first 30 days. After 30 days, they are rarely accessed. Data must be retained for compliance. Which storage solution is best? Options: A. S3 Lifecycle Policy, Standard IA Glacier Deep Archive. B. S3 One Zone IA for all files. C. EBS Snapshots with cold HDD storage. D. Amazon RDS with RAID replicas. Correct answer, A. S3 Lifecycle Policy, Standard IA Glacier Deep Archive. Explanation. S3 Standard stores frequently accessed files. S3 Standard IA reduces costs for infrequent access. Glacier Deep Archive provides ultra-low-cost long-term storage. Why not other options? Option B. One Zone IA is risky for long-term storage. Option C. EBS snapshots are for block storage, not object storage. Option D. RDS is a relational database, not a storage service.